Well, hello and good morning, everybody. My name's Aaron. I just got out of inpatient rehab this past Wednesday, and um, one thing I learned there is within finding myself and finding a healthy way of living in recovery is learning to love myself and pushing myself to do new things and to get uncomfortable. And because when we get uncomfortable, we grow. Is one of my counselors there at Pathways had mentioned. So right now, within my fresh, while I'm living in recovery, I moved back down here to Cedar Rapids, and we're just gonna do something fun. Um, the other day, I struggled making some coffee. I figured out within living just our day-to-day life that we got to have, first of all, we got to take action, right? We can't just stay stagnant. We got to keep going, just to persevere through the hard things and through the easy things in life. Well, this is might seem like a silly thing, getting coffee going in the morning, but this the little things that can roll on to the more difficult things throughout the day. And I woke up a little bit ago, and yesterday I tried to make coffee, and I looked at my coffee maker, and it wasn't, some things were just not put together right, so I fixed it. Well, I've yet to make a cup of coffee, but right now we're going to try that, see if I fixed it. But guess what? If this plan A don't work, well, plan A didn't work. I didn't have coffee yesterday morning. So we're going to do plan B right now. I fixed it. We're going to see if I get this coffee going. You know what? And if it don't work, there's a plan C. I'm going to take my butt to the gas station down the corner and get a fresh cup of coffee. So let's try it out. All right, Mr. Coffee, here we are. It's not, the bun like we all like, but heck, any coffee machine is better than none, right? She's a little, a little off, a little, not perfect, but hey, who is, right? It's what we make of it in life. So, here we go. Thank you to everybody. Heather, I see you. Love you too, hon. It's nice seeing you up there. Alright, of course we gotta go with the Folgers coffee. I mean, that's number one, right? Alright. Get a couple decent scoops in here. Alright. Let's plug her in and, oh, I guess we should add water, huh? That might be a plus. Water is kind of a key thing in coffee. So, alright. Alrighty. Alright. Well, here goes nothing. Let's slide it on in. Line her up. And see what we got. Yeah, it's been quite the struggle for the past 15 or so years, finding myself, who's perfect, right? I just thank all of you out there, my close family and friends, for the support. And first and foremost, always, number one, my two heroes in my life, and my daughters, Briley and Easton. They've been my true motivators, in the darkest of days. But I don't want to discredit all you, my family and friends that have been there through thick and thin. I really hold you dear to my heart. So, all right, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing my coffee cup starting to wake up here, or my coffee machine. Not for sure what's going on yet, but hey, I bet if we get a coffee cup out, or a mug out, it'll kind of help motivate Mr. Coffee here. But Yeah, so today I got out of inpatient rehab on Wednesday. That was my 28th day. So yeah, just over a month. This past time going into rehab, it wasn't my first. To be honest with everybody, it's my sixth inpatient rehab. Started with my opioid abuse, my early 20s with prescription painkillers and uh, fentanyl patches. One thing progressed to another. Life happens, and I was introduced to methamphetamine at the age of 25, and that really took a toll on me. I'm out there. I'm out there explaining my life with my head held high because no more living in the dark about my past, no more being ashamed, no more digging my head in the sand. That's enough of that. That's what kept me sick for all these years. Towards the end, here lately, it turned into IV meth usage. And I tell you what, that's the hardest come down and the hardest come back. And I've really dug deep in finding myself and turn myself around to figure out who I am. And one thing I've learned on top of everything else is first you got to love yourself before you can love all. Love yourself, love all. And yeah, it's a surreal experience, and that stigma needs to be crushed out there. There's a good friends of mine out there, Rod and Deb Courtney. They live here in Cedar Rapids. They're huge advocates, supporters of the CRUSH program. It's an acronym. CRUSH stands for Community Resources. CRUSH. Community Resources United to Stop Heroin. So their son passed away from a fentanyl heroin overdose some years ago. And I first met Rod and Deb Courtney in the walls of ASAC here in Cedar Rapids when I first moved to inpatient rehab. And they brought me into the program, and it's a heroin-based program. But I tell you what, it's for anybody with alcohol, anybody with alcohol or any addictions for that matter. And what I love about this CRUSH program is alcoholics, any type of addicts, heroin addicts, meth addicts, sex addicts, gambling addicts, people who are fresh in recovery, people who are actively using, family members. Many go to Al-Anon, if people know what that's about, but family members. There's professionals from at the University of Iowa that come there, and we all sit in a circle. There's all sorts of everything, walks of life that has to deal with alcoholism and addiction, and we just sit around in a circle and we ask questions and we communicate, and it's calm and it's such a serene experience. I recommend going to the CRUSH program to anybody that has a chance to. I believe they have it in Iowa City and here in Cedar Rapids, but. Okay, so back to my coffee machine. As we can see, look, it's not producing like I wanted to. I thought I fixed it, but that's okay. Things don't go right in our life like what we expect sometimes. So, like I said during the beginning of this video, we have to take action in life. I tried plan A to make my coffee to begin with yesterday. Didn't work. I fixed the machine, so I thought. Plan B was to make coffee again. Fresh, Folgers Columbia, medium, my fave. But that didn't work. So guess what? Plan C. I'm going to pick my butt to Quickstar, get a hot cup of Joe, and figure out my next plan. But I don't know. It's just this little talk just kind of reminds me of to take action and to make plans, and it's okay. If you fail at something, whether it be something small, like you can't make a cup of coffee, or something big, saying missing or losing a loved one in your life, or having a loved one battle with addictions or alcoholism, it's not the end of the world. We all can do this together. We all just have to be open-minded, considerate, and patient. At the end of the day, things will come around. Thank you, everybody. I love you all, and have a great weekend.